Greetings, dearly beloved, and welcome to your Secret of the High Priestess tarot reading, checking in with the full moon in Pisces. You are new to this channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Trey. This channel is experiential energy anatomy, and in this collective general reading, we will be checking in with the High Priestess secret tarot spread, an intricate 9-card spread delving deep into the lunar symbolism of the High Priestess Major Arcana. I can think of no better spread to offer to the collective during this full moon in Pisces in September. Now, September is a big energetic month in the astrology. On the 10th as well, dearly beloveds, we also have Mercury stationing retrograde in air sign Libra. And when Mercury stations retrograde, this will mark the official point in which 8 planetary bodies are all retrograding, i.e. those energies are magnified. So September is a big month for the collective. And I feel very inspired to offer again these collective general messages out there to the introverse, putting some of my energy into the algorithm. So if this is something that interests you, welcome. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in this present moment, the moment of power, the here and the now, to propose a little query on behalf of the collective, all humans and all signs and all placements. Yes, spirit, angels, devas, fairies, higher beings, elevated ancestors, with humility and divine grace, you are invited into this collective general tarot reading. We propose the following query: how are the archetypal subconscious energies grounding down, manifesting, and playing out during the lunation cycle between the full moon in Pisces, okay, and the new moon to follow? Spirit, please help us be a pure and accurate channel to receive this information today. Spirit, please help us live in our heart chakra. Spirit, please help us to share the light. Okay, all my dearly beloveds, let's dive deep now and see what does the High Priestess have to say in this High Priestess secret tarot spread. There are again 9 cards, and the 9th and final card, if it is a Major Arcana, then the High Priestess has agreed to reveal their secret. And if the 9th and final card is not a Major Arcana, the High Priestess has decided to guard their secret knowledge. Okay, so with all that being offered, first let's check in with the Lightworkers Oracle deck by Miss Alana Fairchild to see first what is the overall energy of the reading. Spirit, what does the collective have a need to know during this lunation cycle? What is the overall energy of the reading from the realms of light the realms of the Ascended Masters. We have here an invitation to connect, number 19. So I'm sensing here right from the jump, Mercury retrograde is notorious for exes, past flames, past tricks, troglodytes, hoovering back around. So with this invitation to connect, don't be surprised given, Libra energy, okay? And keep in mind that we have a Mercury retrograding in Libra leading into the new moon in Libra. And in one aspect, Libra energy governs relationships and relations since it is governed by Venus, our true desires. So I'm sensing here, during a full moon, when we all know people get a little cray, people during a full moon in Pisces may be feeling emotional, maybe nostalgic, maybe reminiscing about the past. Don't be surprised if you get some type of 3D communication, right, which is invitation seemingly to connect. Now it is up to you to have, with the third eye wide open of the High Priestess, crystal clear discernment and intuition. Is this invitation to connect a 3D booty call that's just going to entangle me in the same old with that poor unfortunate soul? Or is this invitation to connect of a higher vibration? Is this invitation to connect coming from the 5D and above, perhaps? I'm sensing here for some people in their stories as well, this, if you are fucking with a different level, this could be about you receiving some type of psychic information via the intuition. This could be about a different type of invitation. You know what, people? You're invited to the greater cosmic party if you so choose, again, to fuck with that level. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm sensing from the jump of this full moon reading. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's now begin, again, the secret of the High Priestess's spread. We'll be working primarily in this reading with the Thoth Tarot deck as designed by Miss Lady Frida Harris and made famous by Sir Aleister Crowley, the Fool himself. And again, this is a intricate 9-card spread based around the goddess lunar symbolism of the High Priestess Major Arcana. It is proposing the general queries. How will plans develop for the collective? How will general things continue? Okay? And the first and second card represent the cross on the chest of the High Priestess, showing the topic in question in the form of two main impulses that can strengthen or hinder the other for the collective. So again, during a full moon, impulsive behavior is notoriously high. So let's see what is going on. What, Spirit, are the first and second cards representing the two main impulses during this full moon cycle for the collective? Spirit, what are the two main impulses showing the topic in question? Okay, my beautifuls. We got here to begin this full moon reading the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups, water energy, and the Two of Cups, love, the twin flame soulmate karmic connection card. Lots of water here with the cups. That is of no surprise with the full moon in Pisces. So for certain, I am sensing here with the Princess or Page of Cups and the Two of Cups, the collective during this full moon in Pisces is experiencing a lot of nostalgia, a lot of emotional energy, okay, with these two cards here. And I'm just getting this download that, again, if you're in separation from any karmic connection, a possible twin flame, or someone who you feel may be a soulmate connection, that this soul is definitely thinking about you. This soul is definitely reminiscing about the good old times, okay? And there's an impulse, there's a desire here to reach out, okay? But I'm sensing with the Page of Cups here, that person may be a little bit insecure, okay? And insecurity could be hindering that desire to impulsively reach out. I'm sensing here as well that yes, there's this deep desire to come into balance and harmony with Mercury retrograding in Libra. So if there was any conflict with anyone who you feel is a page in your story, someone who's a bit more mature, or someone who's at the beginning of their spiritual journey, I'm sensing here that person has had some time and space to really digest and process what went sour in the connection, and really has attempted to come back into the love. Remember the love, remember the first time. I'm Spirit saying, remember the first time. And once, I'm just sensing here, whomever in your story, again, you feel is showing up with that Two of Cups energy. And remember, sign is important only up until a certain point. Whoever's embodying this watery energy could be any sign with the Princess or Page of Cups, but they're, ultimately it's about who shows up in your story with this watery, emotional, vulnerable energy. And I'm sensing the Page here is learning that in order to open up and be vulnerable, there's power in that, okay? And this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm sensing. Spirit, is there any final intuitive information regarding the first and second cards, these two main impulses? Yeah, like Spirit's just saying, collective, get ready for some late night booty calls. The midnight hour, the witching hour, up until around 3 a.m. Y'all already know, okay? These energies, being both the cups, the water, they're really strengthening each other. And there's really sensing with Mercury retrograding in Libra. Again, Mercury also rules communication. So do not be surprised, right, when you get that Hoover. And remember, what is a Hoover, okay? And what is legitimate, emotional, vulnerable communication, and what is calculated, strategic, and self-serving communication. This is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm sensing for the cross of the High Priestess. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, moving on now to cards 3, 4, and 5, representing the moon phases on the crown of the High Priestess. Okay, the luminous, golden, shining crown. Number 3 represents the full moon, symbolizing the current main influence affecting the collective during this lunation cycle. Number 4, this card represents the waxing moon, which is the power that is gaining influence for the collective during this lunation cycle. And card number 5 represents the waning moon, symbolizing the power that is losing influence over the collective during this lunation cycle. Okay, Spirit, what are the 3rd, 4th, and 5th cards representing the moon phases of the High Priestess's crown? The Empress. Ooh. And at the bottom of the deck, more water, the 8 of Cups, and the Prince of Cups. Well, well, well. This is getting juicy, people. Okay, so the 4th card the 3rd card, again representing the full moon. We have here the Major Arcana of the Empress, okay, representing Venus energy. Okay, Venus entered Virgo on September 5th, and we have a really big square on the 16th when Venus squares Mars in air sign Gemini. Okay, I'm sensing here, therefore, the collective. I'm sensing here Pisces energy, okay, in the context of the Empress, okay? There's a lot of creative energy here. So for some people in their stories, this auspicious energy of abundance and creativity could manifest in a variety of ways in their stories. This could be about, I'm sensing, an unexpected pregnancy for some people in their story, leading to some communication, okay, or the need to communicate. I'm sensing here for some people in their stories, this could maybe be more of a metaphysical birth, okay? During the full moon in Pisces, you could be downloading a lot of creative energy, receiving a lot of inspiration for creative projects and creative endeavors that you will give birth to, right, in the cycle to follow, okay, in order to manifest or ground down your material wealth, your abundance here with the Empress. Because, with Venus in Virgo and Mercury retrograding in Virgo, we have the Sun as well in Virgo up until the 23rd. And Virgo and Pisces are complementary or polarity energies in the astrology. So I'm definitely sensing here, with the Empress, there's this main influence here about the desire to come into divine union or the alchemical marriage, the merging of the opposites, Virgo and Pisces, the merging of polarity energies in order to give birth, right? Create, manifest, whether again that's literal or metaphorical in your story. This is what I'm seeing, and this is what I am sensing with the Empress. But you can see here, the Empress sits alone on the throne at the end of the day in this image, right? And the Empress has a many great tools in their toolkit in order to focus on their goals, right? What they want to manifest, which is very Virgo energy. Thinking about the long term here, people, not just some short term relation. And, I'm Spirit saying here that a page or a night is usually a temporary situation and rarely a long-term experience, folks. And we have here the Prince or Knight of Cups, okay? But first, let's focus on the 4th card. which is the Eight of Cups. Indolence or indolence. Okay? As, again, the energy of the waxing moon, the power that is gaining influence. A lot of water here. Again, but no surprise because Pisces is a water sign. I'm sensing here, you know, for some people, this Eight of Cups in this context to me represents when in any type of romantic entanglement, there always comes a point when the spark wears off, right? When the rose-colored glasses in the phase of the Two of Cups, right, love, has reached a point where that flow, the waters have started to stagnate, okay? And the Eight of Cups represents a point in which the Page of Cups, remember we had the Princess earlier, or the Page, right, must reassess, readjust their game plan and have a little think about, you know, what am I going to take on my journey forward? And what am I going to leave behind? You know, what is, you know, weighing me down in my bags, right? And what could I part ways with? What could I detach from? You know that Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady? Like, pack light, bag lady, you can't hurry up, 'cause you got too much stuff. You know, that's the Eight of Cups energy that I'm feeling here, with the Prince or the Knight of Cups in the 5th position, representing the waning moon or the power that is losing influence. I'm sensing here, again, this Prince of or Knight of Cups is, for many people in their stories, can manifest as that seemingly knight in shining armor that just swoops in to save the day, is a sweet talker, okay, knows all the right things to say, to push your buttons, knows how to use the word language in order to elicit an emotional response, okay? And this brings to our awareness, again, that 3D text messages don't mean shit at the end of the day. Actions speak louder than words, people. And I'm sensing here with the Knight of Cups losing influence. This is about the collective on a larger scale as well. Again, not being fooled by the word, language, wordplay. The spider's web that is the game of wordplay. You know, really, maybe I'm getting this weird download for people. Maybe even like look up the root etymology meanings of certain words if they catch your awareness. You know, look into people who are unconsciously casting curses or spells at you with negative low vibe energy. You know, I'm sensing here this energy can manifest in many ways for many people in their stories. But Spirit, is there any final intuitive information for the collective regarding this train of cards? Yeah, Spirit keeps saying here with the Prince or Knight of Cups. For many people in their stories, this could manifest as a past lover or ex hoovering back around, right? Because we had the princess and the prince here, okay? And Spirit is just keeps saying discernment, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, not here to promote shame, but that's just the saying. Y'all understand the intention I'm throwing down. And I just sensing here, you know, there's just this really clear, direct message from Spirit that, again, sweet talk, words, you know, that's for so many people conscious manipulation. People, when they get that ding on their phone, and they feel it is from their beloved who they have been in separation from. You're being programmed to have, again, an emotional response to receiving that type of communication. And you need to be in, Spirit is saying, in a headspace, a level of awareness where you are not emotionally reacting here with all this water energy, but logically responding, right? Really pausing like the Empress, right? To ask yourself the question, well, why did the spark fade to begin with in the connection, right? What happened actually? Oh yeah, right? The night, what ran away? Or the night did X, Y, and Z, right? And ultimately what in the last cycle, their words rang empty in comparison to the action you observe. So it is your conscious choice if someone hoovers back around, will you consciously engage in a new cycle with them or not? You have free will in your story. At the end of the day, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm sensing. But folks, I'm just feeling like during this full moon in Pisces, we're gonna have a lot of Knight of Cups energy out there, folks. You know, that Sade song, he's a smooth operator, smooth operator. That's the energy I'm feeling. Yes, shout out Miss Sade. Okay, let's move on now to the 6th and 7th cards, which represent the black and white pillars gracing the sides of the High Priestess. Card number 6 represents the hidden, the subconscious, what is in the dark, okay? This is what the collective does not see coming or what cannot yet be consciously perceived, although it may already be sensed and feared. And then card number 7 represents what is in the light. That is what is clearly obvious, that is what is clearly recognized by the collective and also usually valued by the collective. Okay, Spirit, what are these 6th and 7th cards representing the pillars gracing the side of the High Priestess? Beautiful. We had 2 cards pop out. I love it when that happens. Thank you, gravity. Okay, the 6th card representing what is hidden in the dark, in the sea of the subconscious, is the 9 of Wands, the Strength card. Fire energy here. I'm sensing here, Jupiter's retrograding in fire sign Aries. We have Chiron, or as I like to call it, the asteroid Chiron, retrograding in Aries still. We also have here more fire with card number 7. The Knight of Wands, or in this deck, this is the King of Wands. Well, first, what I'm sensing here with the 9 of Wands, what is hidden currently from the collective in the narrative that is being presented by the powers that be. I'm sensing here there is this fear that the powers that be have about the true strength of the collective of the people if they could just unite and overcome their perceived differences and focus on their similarities. There's this behind the scenes, the powers that be are very concerned and very worried that the strength of the awakening, the collective healing, is gaining influence. It's an inevitable shift here, okay? And what the collective needs to remember is that you have the power. You have the strength. Because with the King of Wands here, I'm sensing here, this is about owning your magic. This is about owning your power as an individual and remembering what you offer to the collective. Everyone has magical gifts and abilities that they can develop. And the King of Wands is a very confident energy. This is someone who, again, knows what they are here on this planet to do. They know why they have incarnated. They know their soul's purpose. And they are not afraid to share their magical gifts and abilities with the collective. I'm sensing here, therefore, more and more people will be having these revelations, I'm sensing, about, again, their true soul's purpose of why they incarnated at this present point of space-time on the earth, okay? And this theme of strength here, this card resonates with Sagittarius energy, so that's a very humanitarian energy. This is that energy I'm feeling. This is about what is hidden from the collective right now is, despite the narrative of destruction, despair, sickness, hatred, and hopelessness that is presented every damn day on the news into your consciousness, again, behind the scenes, there is a lot of fear from the powers that be about the inevitable end, right, of the current power structures on Earth. And that great strength will be required by the collective when the grid goes out, when the matrix ceases to function, when, potentially for this planet, there are weather events, right? Massive, Spirit is saying, continue to expect massive weather phenomenon that may disrupt food production and may disrupt the Spirit is saying with Uranus retrograding and Earth sign Taurus, yes, the production of food systems, right? Expect maybe food shortages, things of that nature. And what are you going to do? How are you going to channel your King of Wands energy to be self-sufficient and provide for yourself and your family if the grocery store is closed down and ain't got no food? You know what I'm trying to say, folks? Like, I'm not intending to spread fear here, but this is the objective information that I'm sensing with this energy, and that beyond the horizon, there are massive changes beyond our imagination on this planet, and that we must consciously prepare, because the fire is the element of movement, taking action, right? Preparation, right? And I'm sensing here this energy of, Spirit is saying, learn how to forage. Learn how to find natural, wild, edible foods all around you. Have that strength to detach yourself from the system, to have the strength to not be dependent on the matrix, because it's actually scary as shit to leave the matrix that we've all been raised in and be truly independent, to truly embody the King of Wands energy, because that's someone who is completely, again, self-sufficient. And this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm sensing for the 6th and 7th cards. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's move on now, folks, to the 8th card, which symbolizes the moon bark at the feet of the High Priestess. Okay, her sacred vessel, or their sacred vessel. Okay, the High Priestess can be of any gender identity, folks. The moon bark at the feet of the High Priestess represents where the collective journey leads, what will come next, where are we going, okay? Which is a very open-ended question. There are many pathways right, to the crown. But let's check in. Spirit, what is the 8th card? Where is the collective healing journey going during this lunation cycle? Oh my God, more cups. 6 of Cups. Pleasure card. This is also a soulmate connection card. A little bit different than the 2 of Cups that popped out earlier, which is the twin flame experience for many people in their stories. The 6 of Cups could be a karmic soulmate connection that can manifest as romantic, possibly platonic. A soulmate connection can manifest in so many varieties of ways. And I'm definitely sensing here again, in the context of Mercury retrograde in Libra, again, the 6 of Cups can be a sign in a reading of a past soulmate connection, right? That is entering a new cycle, okay? For many people in their stories, this energy is strong, okay? I'm sensing. And if that is not your story, I'm sensing that the journey for you, if you are experiencing a twin flame journey, check out my channel for the twin flame readings that I offer to the collective. But I'm just getting this download here for many people on the twin flame journey. Again, this full moon in Pisces could initiate a whole new cycle, okay? To release some karma, to release some debts. And with the 6 of Cups here, you may need to be, if you're in your highest self, be the one to send out the invitation to connect. You know, you have free will with any potential twin flame that you're attempting to identify. But I'm definitely sensing here as well that in the twin flame journey, your paths may cross unexpectedly here with the 6 of Cups in 3D physical space. Now, if that is not your story, I'm sensing for the collective, this journey could lead with the 6 of Cups here to a really pleasurable karmic gift, right? That is beyond the horizon. If you can channel your creative energies into manifesting something, you know, really consciously convening with the coven, casting your circles, charging your crystals, boo-boos, and doing the sacred work. You know, I'm sensing with the 6 of Cups here, a beautiful karmic gift for people who, if they are seeking to channel that full moon in Pisces energy into their creative endeavors and passion projects, there will be really pleasurable outcomes. Because, you know, what is pleasure? So many people, you know, who are gutter buckets, their mind obviously goes to the physical, right? But, you know, you can receive pleasure in so many ways. By cooking yourself a beautiful, nice meal. That is pleasurable. By really smelling the wine. You know, infusing the aromas of the wine as you drink it can be pleasurable. You know, giving yourself a nice, hot bath with some aromatherapy, candles, mineral salts, you know, or just being outside and feeling the pleasure of the wind caressing you as you meditate. You know, pleasure can manifest in so many ways in your story, and it doesn't require attaching yourself to a page or a night. Whew, Spirit, is there any final two of information for the collective regarding the 6 of Cups energy, regarding the great journey forward into the void, into the unknown? Yeah, with all this water, right? All this emotion. Pisces is an emotional sign. And if you know anyone with the sun or moon or rising placement in Pisces, just understand that that being is an emotional, beautiful creature. And I'm just sensing here this random download for some people to honor your emotions. Maybe throw yourself a emotion party if you're feeling blocked emotionally. And, you know, if you're feeling sad, like, bake yourself a cake, right? Watch a sad movie that makes you cry and really experience your emotion. Really allow yourself to work through that emotion, to sit in it, and be vulnerable. And that will transmute negative emotions into positive, pleasurable emotions. Because, it feels good to cry, of course, always, in the right context. But I'm just sensing here, in the great sea of the subconscious, which is what the water represents, and the High Priestess as a major arcana represents the inner wisdom, right, of the inner realms of the subconscious. Okay, I'm sensing here for many people, this full moon in Pisces could be triggering repressed emotions, repressed memories, maybe unfortunate repressed trauma memories, things that need to float from the depths of the subconscious mind to the surface in order to be released. Now, in the context, again, of the twin flame journey, if there was any type of conflict, if there was any type of bullshit and shenanigans that led to disharmony or separation within the connection, you bet your bottom dollar, boo, that the potential other party, the other twin, the karmic connection, is feeling and going through the same emotional process that you are here with the Six of Cups. 6 is the perfectly balanced number, after all. And just remember that what you're going through is not happening in a vacuum, right? It may be experienced by another filter by someone else, but everybody's going through something. Everybody's got challenges. Everybody's afraid of the unknown, right? Where the journey's going. Because no one truly knows at the end of the day where we're going as a collective. And people are really, whether they are willing to admit it or not, are all going through an existential crisis on this planet about the current reality, whatever that means to you on Earth. And with the Six of Cups here, this is a very important reminder to find pleasure in the little things, and the small things that bring you joy, okay? This is what I'm seeing. This is what I am sensing. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Mwah. Okay, folks, we have arrived at the final moment. The 9th and final card representing the secret book of wisdom in the lap of the High Priestess. Will the High Priestess reveal their secret during this full moon cycle? Remember, if the 9th and final card is a major arcana, one of the 22 major mysteries, and the High Priestess has agreed during this cycle to reveal their secret wisdom. And if the 9th and final card is not a major arcana, the High Priestess has decided to guard that knowledge, for it is not relevant at this time for the collective to become conscious of that information. So, with all that being said, let's check in now with the Modern Witch Tarot deck, okay, to see what is the 9th and final card. Ooh, let's do that again. Not pleased. Spirit, what is the 9th and final card of this High Priestess Secret Tarot spread? Well, dearly beloveds, the 9th and final card is a major arcana. Lucky you, the High Priestess has agreed to reveal their secret. Drum roll, please. The 9th and final card is the Wheel of Fortune, which represents Jupiter energy, the cardinal directions, the 4 fixed signs. So Jupiter again is retrograding in fire sign Aries. This is definitely, I'm sensing all the energy that came out about karma. And however you perceive karma is how you will experience it according to, again, your filters. But for many people, this could be a karmic soulmate or twin flame connection, right? That is entering a new cycle, as I was feeling. I'm sensing here, again, with the cardinal fixed signs. For many people, you could be dealing with Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo energy. Okay, and I'm just getting this sense here that, you know, the great mystery of karma, of the movement, the constant movement of the cosmic wheel of fortune. Okay, this is about understanding in any type of karmic connection. You may have had many dances around the wheel with that soul, okay? And they may have come back into your reality. They may have hoovered back around for a very specific reason that has been kept a secret from your conscious mind. And you must have the curiosity, I'm sensing here in your story, to propose the question, why? Which is something a lot of people don't ask. Why am I attracted to this person? Okay, why are they coming back around in my story? What's the lesson that we didn't learn in the past lifetimes or incarnations? What is the soul contract, right, that is entangling me with this other soul as we dance around the wheel once again? You know, that's a secret. That's kept a secret from many people in their stories for a reason, because it's often painful what transpired in past lives. It's maybe what we would label dark. But I'm just sensing here, you know, with eclipse season, we're heading full steam ahead, boo-boos, into eclipse season at the end of 2022. Buckle up, buttercups. And I'm just sensing here, this is a very auspicious, lucky energy that if you, again, feel you are in any type of karmic connection that's difficult or challenging, that beyond the horizon, positive developments are awaiting you in a new cycle in which you will receive the answers as to the why. You will receive those insights and that clarity. I'm also sensing here on a versus a personal level, on a more collective level, with Jupiter retrograding in Aries and also Saturn retrograding in Aquarius. These themes of ethics and justice, okay, you know, in light of what has happened with the rollback of human rights on this planet, I'm just sensing there's gonna be some reactionary effects to that cause. There may be some, I'm sensing here, like rebound effects, Spirit is saying, on the larger collective scale in regards to these themes of ethics and justice, and that karma will take care of the selfish, self-serving, egotistical, narcissistic pigs that believe that they can take away human rights because they value profit over life, and that you don't have to worry about any of that. Karma will take care of it. Karma is what? A big B, and we love her. And Spirit is just saying, trust the process here, right? Trust that secrets will be revealed on the political stages, and they may be shocking secrets. And to be psychologically prepared for these things in order, again, to move forward in the wheel towards self-sufficiency. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I am sensing, folks. Wow. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you to the High Priestess for revealing a bit of their sacred wisdom today with the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, I'm getting this random download as I hold these two cards together, these two major arcanas. Spirit is saying the collective must give a shit about justice. The collective must give a shit about ethics. The collective must give a shit about the law and researching why we even have laws to begin with. I'm sensing here, Spirit is saying not just on the 3D level, but the laws of the universe, right? Doing research about how the convoluted universe functions, things that would concern the High Priestess, mystical cosmic laws that are, as the High Priestess knows, impartial and do not favor one party, right? There is only an impartial desire for balance and harmony in the universe. This is the download that I'm getting, and Spirit is saying right now on this planet there has been for a very long time a very big imbalance energetically, okay? And that we could understand this imbalance as masculine versus feminine, right? There's been way too much emphasis put on masculine consciousness, and in order to balance that, we need to maybe come into the mysteries of the feminine consciousness. This is what Spirit is saying to me, and to research different metaphysical topics that again tickle your fancy. This is the download I'm receiving. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm feeling generous now. Let's close out this reading with a final oracle message from the Goddess Oracle cards by Miss Doreen Virtue. Bless her heart if you know what happened to Miss Doreen. But I still love this deck. Okay, Spirit, what is the final Goddess Oracle that requires the collective conscious awareness during this lunation cycle, from the full moon in Pisces leading into the new moon in Libra? What is the final oracle message for the collective? Oh, we got two messages, and they're both Egyptian goddesses. Ooh, getting chills. We got here Hathor, the Egyptian cow goddess. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Yep, very yin, feminine, watery energy here that I've been feeling throughout this reading with all those cups. Thank you, Hathor, for gracing us with your presence. The great mother from which, in that cosmic womb and the worldview of the ancients, Hathor was the only Egyptian deity to be given a column just for herself, okay, in their sacred temple. And she was depicted not as a two-dimensional image like so much of Egyptian art, but was depicted in the 4D, which is implying that Hathor is a being or an energy that comes from the highest frequency, perhaps the 12th dimension. Okay, this is just a little bit of information for the collective about Hathor energy. But again, this is the cow goddess, and cow cults were so important in ancient Egypt. This is a deep symbol, again, about empress, motherly energy, giving birth to something. And we also have here Bast, the cat goddess, independent. Yes. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Reach, Queen. Yes. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Bast and Hathor together. This is powerful energy. It's the powerful final message for the collective. You know what? I will let you interpret this combination of messages as you do, dearly beloveds. But I'm just sensing here again, your independence, regardless of who you are, is perhaps the most important priority of your incarnation, of your lifetime. So what does true independence mean to you in a world that programs people to attach, be codependent, be needy, be insecure? Right? What does true independence mean to you in the matrix, folks? It's just a question for y'all to ponder. Okay, my dear beloveds, that has been your full moon in Pisces reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Bas and Hathor, for gracing us with your presence. And thank you, dear beloveds, for tuning in today. If you attuned all the way to the end of this full moon reading, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every single comment, like, share, subscribe, and donation to this channel is truly appreciated from the bottom of my heart chakra to yours in order to grow this channel organically, continue this collective investigative work, and get these messages out to more people who have a need to know. And remember, I'm always curious to know your stories. How are these subconscious archetypal energies manifesting for you in your life? I always respond to high vibe engagement. And please remember as well that this was a general collective reading. This was not a personal reading. If you're interested in connecting with me for a personal, diving deep into your birth chart and soul contract, my information is in the description box below, as well as my PS notes for the deep divers curious to know more about the astrology. And with all that being offered to the collective this month, due to recent travels, I went on a vision quest to Mount Shasta. Just giving you a little bit of personal updates about the channel. I was on a powerful vision quest journey to the sacred mountain, the sacred volcano Mount Shasta in Northern California. So there will be no need to know readings for the month of September. We will see what happens in the great unknown of October. But for this month, I will only be offering general collective readings, not individual readings for each sign. So with all that being offered to the collective, I'm truly wishing y'all a high vibe full moon in Pisces. Toodaloo.